A very good morning to all the students. This is Veena teacher. Let us quickly recapitulate what we saw in previous module. In the previous module, we saw what is cell cycle, C value, as well as we have seen the various stages of cell cycle. That is G0 phase, G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase, which together is known as interphase, where doubling of the chromosome takes place. Now in today's class, we're going to start with mitosis. As all of you know, the mitosis has two different stages. The first stage is called karyokinesis, where division of nucleus is seen, followed by the cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. There are four stages that are seen in mitosis: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Mitosis is that step in a cell cycle where the newly formed DNA is separated and two new cells are formed with the same number and kind of chromosomes as the parent nucleus. Now there are few things which you get to know in the definition itself, that is, each mitotic division will lead to the formation of two daughter cells. Daughter cells are having the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell, and next thing is the kind of chromosomes, that is, whatever genes and chromosomes a parent is having, the daughter cells are also having exactly the same kind of genes, etc. Now here, these are the various features that are seen in a mitotic division. That is, in each cycle of a cell division, two daughter cells are formed, and the cell is also known as equational division because the chromosomal number in the parent cell and daughter cell is the same. In plant mitosis, it leads to the growth of vegetative parts like root tip, stem tip, etc. Segregation and combination does not occur in this process. So we do not find the segregation and the combination of the genes happening in this process that happens in the meiotic division, that we are going to see slightly later. Now first let us start with the mitotic division. Prophase is the first step in mitotic division, and prophase is supposedly the longest phase of mitotic division. Now here in this phase, it begins with the appearance of the chromosome as thin threads inside the nucleus. Condensation of chromosomes occurs by the process of coiling or holding the chromatin fibers. At this stage, the chromosomes appear longitudinally double and made up of two chromatids. During early prophase, chromosomes are evenly distributed in the nucleus, but as prophase processes, chromosomes approach the nuclear envelope. At the end of prophase, nucleolus and nuclear envelope are broken and they get disintegrated in the cytoplasm. So here you can see that in this diagram, here one centriole is not very clear, but still you can see a small part. So here you are having the centrosome has formed two centrioles. So since the centrioles are present, all of you will understand that this diagram is pertaining to the animal cell. And then smallly you can see that here you can see that the spindle fibers also started to appear, and then here nuclear membrane is disintegrating, and this is followed by the disintegration of nucleolus also. So all these are the various happenings that are seen in the prophase, and you can see that the doubling of the chromosome also has taken place. Now the next stage is known as metaphase, wherein the spindles are completely formed. You can see that these structures, long structures, they are completely formed. Chromosomes are arranged in the equatorial plane, and this phase is used to determine, this phase is very important because during the metaphase, you can easily know the size, shape and number of chromosomes. So it is said that if at all you want to study the structure of chromosome, the best time to study is when the chromosomes are in metaphase, so that you can study the exact structure of chromosome. If you remember, in earlier chapter, we have seen that depending upon the position of centromere, you can understand various shapes of the chromosomes. So that can be studied when the chromosomes are there in metaphase. Now metaphase is followed by the next phase called anaphase, where splitting up of sister chromatids. Now in earlier we have denoted them as chromosomes. Now we are going to call them as chromatids. Here you call them as chromatids. So sister chromatids, they are moving towards their opposite poles and they are being pulled by spindle fibers. So you can see that the sister chromatids are separated and they are moving towards the opposite poles. The last phase is telophase, and in the telophase, the chromosomes that cluster at the two poles start coalescing into undifferentiated mass as the nuclear envelope starts coming around it. Okay, and the nucleolus, Golgi body, that is endoplasmic reticulum, which has disappeared, will start appearing. Means disappeared means they are not evident, but now they start appearing. So this telophase also is very important because telophase is followed by cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. So now the chromosomal division has already taken place. The nucleolus and nuclear membrane start appearing. All the cell organelles are also coming into these respective cells near to their nucleus. Now what should happen is the division of cytoplasm should take place. Now here I have the picture of cytokinesis. This is the plant cytokinesis and this is the animal cytokinesis. Now this also you studied in standard 10. The plant cytokinesis takes place by the formation of a structure called cell plate. Whereas in animal cells the cytokinesis takes place by the formation of a furrow. So we will start the difference between the plant cell and animal cells here. In the plant cell a cell plate is formed, animal cell a furrow is formed. In the plant cell, centrioles are absent. As all of you know, in the animal cell, centriole is present. Since centrioles are absent, asters are not formed in plant cells, whereas asters are present in animal cells. Remember, spindle fibers are there in both plant cell and animal cell. And this particular mitotic division occurs in meristematic region in the plant cells. Now, what is meristematic region? Growing tip. Root tip, shoot tip, etc. is known as meristematic tip. So this mitotic division takes place in those regions in the plant cell, whereas in the animal cell it occurs in the all tissues of the body. That also will result in the replacement, repair and growth of the body. Now let us quickly see to the significance or importance of mitosis. Mitosis is responsible for the development of the zygote into an adult. The chromosomes are distributed equally to the daughter cells after each cycle. It is responsible for definite shape, proper growth, and development of an individual. It maintains a constant number of chromosomes in all body cells of an organism. In plants, mitosis helps in the formation of new parts and the repairing of damaged parts. Mitosis helps in vegetative propagation of crops also. Since no recombination and segregation occurs in this process, it helps in maintaining the purity of types. It helps in maintaining balance between the DNA and RNA contents as well as nuclear and cytoplasmic contents in the cell. It is responsible for replacing dead and old cells in the animals, example in the epithelial gut and blood cells, etc. So children, in today's module we have seen karyokinesis, mitosis stages, cytokinesis as well as importance of mitosis. In the next class we are going to start with something very interesting, that is meiosis. All of you, thank you so much. All of you stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.